And there's a diving catch. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
That's another Texans first down. A gain of 15. First down, Texans.
On the jet sweep, this is Dell. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. The Texans had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And right now they're probably asking, hey, who did we offend in the scheduling office? Back-to-back road games to start. Ball has it knocked loose. And one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
So here are the Falcons now as they get set for their opening possession. And a look here now at their fourth-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Looking to throw, Dart. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Play fake, and here's Dart. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
Hey, they can talk all they want about putting the loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed. And this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. Whatever they said appears to have worked. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Looking to put a drive together. And looking to throw. Penix. Got a man. It's London. These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of catches, 52 yards.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
It's a gain of 8. And the Falcons first down.
They'll go play action here with Penix. This pass is caught by London. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. For the 31, here comes second and a yard.
Brings up second and a yard.
Here comes Mooney now on the jet sweep. Oh, this one, they may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
And this one is right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answer the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Dart. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The numbers for Hall in last week's ball game: 18 carries, 136 yards, and a touchdown.
So coming off the opener where they established the run and established it well, their goal is to make sure that the trend continues and to serve notice to the rest of the league that they might be a run-first team.
He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter as that's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now Dart. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Dart going to look to throw here. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good game before he's taken down. They'll try and sneak it here. And he is going to have a Texans first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
First down. A gain of a yard.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
First down. 1st and 10.
And I tell you what, partner, I think this guy's going to like running behind his new offensive line.
I agree with you, and you can never have enough good runners. They usually provide a nice little spark with their new team.
And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Dart. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Over the middle, complete. It's Pierce. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Penix working out of the gun here. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
The Falcons, first down. First and 10 at the 50.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got this down to the 35. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
This 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup. Brings
Up the middle, it's Harvey. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 10 3-yard score after one here on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. They'll throw with Penix. Waller taking it in over the middle. But he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. To the air, Penix. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
And the Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
They run straight ahead with Harvey. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10.
It's 2nd and 1.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Michael Penix, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. What a call there on the quarterback draw. You want to spread the field and just tell your QB, hey, find a lane and go. And he's able to get the defense in a vulnerable spot and then take it into the end zone. Point after, right down the middle. And we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how a drive was supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
He's got his man, Schultz, coming across the formation. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
34 yards. That's another Texans first down.
First run of the game here for Damian Pierce. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Another Texans first down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. And they'll try again here, first and goal after the false start. And they'll go right back to Pierce. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Call it a gain of 9 there, and it puts him in better shape here for second and goal. Pierce is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
George Pickens, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans have taken the lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Falcons back out getting set for this next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little play action and throw the ball.
Then will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
On 3rd down, Penix from the gun. He'll try to pick it up himself. And some space here. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
First and 10.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out. But his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Looking to throw, Penix. Quick hitch, complete. It's Harvey. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Here's Penix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now Penix. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up
throwing again, Penix. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. No multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Third and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That fifth defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
So on fourth down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that one will skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line. George Pickens back out now with the rest of the offense. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate him.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. To the air, Dart finds Pickens out right. From the 38 now, here's second down and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
To the air once more is Dart. Finding Pickens for another catch. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 42. A good pick up there at 20 yards.
It's a gain of 20. And the Texans first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
First and 10, it's Pierce. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
1 yard gain. Brings up second.
And Pierce gets it again on second down. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
14 yards. That's another Texans first down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll fake the give. Now it's Dart. This one finds Pierce on the out route. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
First down, Texans.
To throw now, Dart. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Touchdown, Houston.
Nico Collins with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So after the disappointment in the opening week loss, Charles, this looks like really a completely different football team.
They sure do, and I think they realize we can't start 0-2, and they're determined to not let it happen by the looks of things here in the early going.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Falcons 10.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Oh, good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Falcons ready to take over. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. First and 10. A beautiful fake. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
A play fake. Now Penix. Rifles one that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deion Henley. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words every time we hear that. things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Looking to throw, Dart. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down.
At the 33-yard line.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Brings up third down and 1.
They run here with Dowdle. That is not going to be any help as they dump it behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing on second and third down after that 9-yard gain on first. Now Kaimi Fairbairn out for the field goal try for the Texans. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Brings up second and 3.
They're looking to throw. Penix. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
49-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Penix. That's caught. Nick Westbrook-Akine with it. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And this is going to be intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. And the Texans are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Week 1 was full of surprises, full of intrigue, and a lot of firsts for the young players. What will Week 2 bring? Let's dive in. Our trip around the league starts now in the Motor City. The Lions at home to take on the LA Rams. And we know the Detroit offense can score. How about the defense getting it done? This would turn out to be one of the biggest plays of the game. The Lions are off to a good start, 2-0 on the young season. From there, we go to SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Let's check in on the Chargers as they host the Tennessee Titans. And this is the Titans running back. He's going to show some burst, and he has a score, 24 yards on the touchdown. Got one more to show you. Let's go to Denver. It's the Broncos taking on the Raiders. And this is Ashton Genty. He's going to take this one in, 11 yards on the touchdown run. The Raiders get a second straight win to start the year as they get the tough road victory. With that, we give you a look at the rest of the early games and games still in progress here in Week 2 of the NFL season. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Second and 2. Now Penix going to hold on to it. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Falcons, first down. First and 10.
They'll go play action here with Penix. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brings up second and 8.
Throwing his dart. And that is incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
8 yards to go.
Throwing his dart. That is caught. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
A 2-yard gain on the play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
First down. A gain of 19 yards. First down, Houston.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they've wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the first down.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
That's another Texans first down. It's a gain of 20. And the Texans first down.
Throwing, dart. Now he'll tuck this and run. On a slant, here's Collins. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
13 more yards. That's another Texans first down.
They'll run with Hall. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Off the bootleg, it's Dart. This pass out wide to Hall. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll try to throw for it with Dart. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Bad place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be 4th down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one, so you look over at the sideline. There's head coach saying, oh, heck, kick it, field goal time.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Falcons.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's going to build his way forward to the 48. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Out of the gun. And the ball comes loose. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. A play fake, and now it's Dart. He's got his man, Schultz, coming across the formation. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. 1st down, Texans.
Dart. Now he's going to step up and run. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Pierce now up the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Now Dart. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. A give running right is Hall. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. To throw is Dart. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And now lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. From the shotgun, a throw for Dart. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, after that last sequence, they're sitting pretty comfortably. They force the fumble, get the field goal, and expand on that lead here in the second half.
And don't expect them to rest on their laurels after that kick either. They'll keep their effort up until the final whistle. They don't consider any lead safe.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So out come the Falcons now. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Falcons, first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Now 2nd and 5. In motion, the tight end.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Penix. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 2.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 34-yard line.
To the air, Penix. Open man, Westbrook Akine. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Westbrook Akine. A gain of 9.
They'll throw with Penix. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. That's Azeez Al-Shaair getting through for the sack that time. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. On the bootleg, it's Penix. That one deep for London. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Drake London, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up.
The two-point conversion is successful. That makes the score Texans 33, Falcons 18.
Still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. Here's a great example right there.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Texans offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. They juked him to about the 35, second down.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
Ball again on second down. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down. A gain of 9 yards.
And I tell you what, partner, I think this guy's going to like running behind his new offensive line.
I agree with you, and you can never have enough good runners. They usually provide a nice little spark with their new team.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't land in at the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11.
At at the 43-yard line.
Here's Dart. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 45-yard line.
And the Texans, first down. A gain of 12.
Pierce gets this one running right. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
The tackle made back at the 47-yard line.
To throw, Dart. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Collins. Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Gain of 4. And it's third down.
To the air, Dart. And that's going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. The Falcons offense and Michael Penix set to take over once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Back at the 20-yard line.
And looking to throw, Penix. Looking deep here from Mooney. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
It's now third down and 14.
Penix working out of the gun here. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Palardy now on the punt as he sends this one away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. For the Texans offense and Nico Collins heading onto the field. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been the star of the show as they have just had absolutely no answers for him defensively. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Here is third down and 4. To throw now, Dart. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Texans, first down. A gain of 7. First down, Texans.
They'll toss it out right here to Hall. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. A.J. Terrell coming up to make the play. Hall again on second down. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 3rd and 9 here. Dart going to look to throw here. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 31-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
They'll give to Hall. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Second and 11.
Looking to throw, Dart. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on third down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here.
Dart
from the gun on third down. He'll try and do this himself. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
It's a gain of 23 yards. That's another Texans first down. First and goal, Houston.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal. They'll run here with Pierce. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a second and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
Again, it's Pierce. And this time he'll run into a wall right at the 4-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. George Pickens, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. So, Charles, the bad taste from that opening week loss, that's just a memory now. This has been a very strong performance as they score once again.
Yeah, I know it's only week 2, but you're exactly right, because this team thought they let one get away in the opener. And not only were they determined to not let the same thing happen here, they knew that they had to correct a bunch of things. So everything went wrong in game 1. They took care of business with it in game 2.
So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it was finished off by a George Pickens touchdown grab. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Gets around him. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds. Atlanta regains possession of the football. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
Daniil Hunter on the stop. A gain of a yard makes it 3rd and 11.
Here's Penix. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Texans are going to take possession as they got it at the 42-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Another carry for Pierce. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
Appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the Falcons' 38-yard line.
On a jet sweep, this is Dell. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way.
It's now 3rd down and 3.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Texans, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
presentation of the National Football League.
Sideline Mike McDonald, formerly defensive coordinator here in Baltimore, prior to taking the job in Seattle. On the other side, you've got the head coach of the Ravens. His team also winners in their opener, so a couple of 1-0 teams doing battle here. With Greg Olsen, I'm Mike Tirico, and out there is Tyler Loop to get us started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Here comes the Seattle offense to take over for the first time. They're led out by a former star at Alabama. It's Jalen Milroe at quarterback.
You think back to last week and what was really a pretty bland game. He didn't do a ton that was overly exciting, but his team was still able to come out with a win. I think that's really a testament to this roster that they had built. Yes, you're going to need your quarterback to play good ball as the season progresses, but in the meantime, they are good enough around him that as he continues, this is still a tough team to match up with.
Milroe on third down. He's got a man. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
27 yards.
First carry now for Kenneth Walker. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
That's another Seahawks.
From the shotgun, it's Milroe. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Straight ahead, it's Walker. Uh-oh. He's taken down just shy of the 10. Give him 14 on that one. First down, Seattle.
Another Seahawks. First down. A gain of 14. First down, Seattle.
Keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And he'll work forward to about 3. It's second down.
He was brought down at the 8-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, it's Milroe. He'll step, and he's in! Jalen Milroe. Touchdown, Seahawks. His second rushing touchdown of the year.
And that's a really important opening drive here, Mike. You think back a week ago, there was a lot of disappointment. It was a long week of practice, a lot of questions that had to be answered inside that building. So you want to come and show, hey, last week is over. We are a lot better than how we looked then, and you can't do it a lot better than that.
Myers is good on the extra point. And the Seahawks will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kicks away. This will be returned from the 6. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Ravens offense taking the field for the first time, led by their quarterback, league MVP in 2019 and 2023, Lamar Jackson.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. The executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically, but they got the win. He can continue to play that style of ball. It's going to be a tough group to match up with.
At the 37-yard line.
On play action, here's Jackson. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Darian Porter on the coverage.
Jackson fires complete to Flowers. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Flowers. It's a gain of 4. Brings up third and
The shotgun, here's Jackson. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the first down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of the receiver, pick up the first down.
And a missed tackle there. He pushed forward, and we'll give him 4 yards.
4 yards on the pickup.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Play action now. Jackson. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Second time they've connected on this drive. 19 yards out of this one.
First and 10.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. On the option, here's Robinson. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Jackson now on second down. That is caught. And he's in. Dave Flowers. Touchdown, Baltimore. That is first touchdown of the new year.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
The extra point is up and through. And the Ravens come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Corey Horton now to return it. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Milroe now off the bootleg. That one swung out wide to Walker. And he's out of bounds. They're going to mark him at the 35.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Seahawks first down.
The RPO, this one to McLaurin. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down. That's a pickup of 33. The defense bewildered. A rough start to this drive.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
And a good show of force there. He gets 4 tough yards out of that one. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun. It's Milroe. Quickly to the former Buckeye, Jackson Smith-Njigba. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. Ball sitting on the 3. It is first down and goal. To the air, it's Milroe. And he'll take it on in. Tucker Kraft. Touchdown, Seattle.
Now the point after try from Myers. The kick is good. And the Seahawks will move out to a 14-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. The Ravens offense ready for their second possession. So, Greg, the home opener after winning on the road, I know you've said it a bunch, there's a different satisfaction for a team to go on the road and get a win. So it's got to feel good to start your home season at 1-0.
Yeah, I mean, everyone loves to play week 1 at home. Your fans are into it. The hope and the optimism of the season is at an all-time high, but it doesn't always go that way. So they go on the road and they get a win. So now expectations coming back to your home field, your home crowd. Now everyone's really juiced up. So this is going to be a great environment, a great week 2 opportunity for them to not only start 2-0, but to get to 1-0 at home.
We go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Lamar gonna hang on to it. The defense not fighting. They stay at home and they tackle him for no gain.
No gain on the play.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
At the 48-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. This one complete to Bateman. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
13 yards on the play.
Here's Lamar. He'll keep it on the zone read. Probably should have given that one up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now Jackson. That pass is caught by Burton. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. He finds his receiver. That's Bateman. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation. And that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Open man is Bateman. He's got him. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 3.
Jackson. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
It's 4th down.
Jackson going to keep this one himself. Oh, he's going to be very close. It depends on the marks, but he is short. They've held him on 4th down. What a stand.
You know, Mike, look, there is no more dynamic quarterback with the ball in his hands than Lamar Jackson, especially on 4th down. So for this defense to be able to come up with that stop, that is a fantastic job.
Throwing now, Milrow on 1st down. Ooh. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. 14-7 is our score. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. Seahawks football beginning this 2nd quarter. It is 2nd and 6 as we are ready to get back underway. He's up to the 20. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Seahawks.
The run up the middle, it's Walker. And he'll only get it to the 26-yard line, setting up 2nd and long.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 26-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Milroe. He'll get this complete to Walker. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll run the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down. So it's 4th down. The Seahawks send out the Aussie Michael Dixon to punt. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
Another run here for Robinson. And he's going to have a Ravens first down. As he gets it up past the 30, they'll mark him at the 32.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Off the play fake, Jackson will find his tight end. That's Troutman. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 2 first downs, and they're at the 46 now. It's 1st and 10. Looking into the middle, there's Flowers. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
4 yards. That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and 10.
It's a zone read, and Jackson's going to keep it. The defense is not fighting. They stay at home, and they tackle him for no gain. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Jackson going to keep it himself.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
3rd and 3.
Quick throw, and it's going to wind up incomplete. That is the run-pass option. Choose pass. Defender able to close it down and bring up 4th down. Tyler Loop now to try the field goal. This one from 54 yards out. This one off the upright. He had the distance, but it's no good. And they are not able to draw closer.
Mike, I'll tell you, off his foot, I thought he had it the entire way. I mean, sometimes you get lucky and the ball kind of kicks in off the upright, but other times you don't. In this case, the upright sent it right back.
Now Milroe on 1st down. And he'll be marked down to 45-yard line. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
This is a great opportunity now for the offense to really seize control of this game. They just saw their opponent miss a field goal try, come out aggressive on the ensuing possession, strike deep early. Now see if they can put this drive together and end it with some points. He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and
Milroe going to throw it again. He's got a man. That's Horton. And Perfect play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Myers, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks will take a 21-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson.
I just don't love the look of this offense so far in this game, Mike. I mean, this first half, they've been flat, they've been lethargic, there hasn't been a lot of urgency, and we saw it again on this last play. Simple handoff, no gain, same story.
To the right side, caught by Burton. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Jackson looking to throw. And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the 1st down.
Baltimore, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing Jackson. Connection made. It's Burton. He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 50-yard line.
A give, and here comes Robinson. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
3rd and 7. Jackson now. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. Yeah! And he's down inside the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 now from the 36.
That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
Now 1st carry here for Keaton Mitchell. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
The shotgun, here's Jackson. Off he goes.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Here's a toss left side for Robinson. He was looking for that cutback lane, but it never developed. Tracked down behind the line.
All week long, they stress, Mike, that we have to get as many defenders to this ball carrier as possible. They know he's going to make some guys miss. He's going to be hard to get on the ground, but you can see the effect of rallying to the ball as it had here. They're able to take him down, and they're able to do it for a loss.
And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they force 4th down.
On for the Ravens field goal. A 45-yard.
He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Ravens cut the deficit a bit. The new score is now 21-10. Back to it now after that made field goal. Here's Luke to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Horton. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at 23-yard line. The Seahawks offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a 2nd defender at him, maybe. Look at what he's done. Whatever the defense has tried in the first half, it hasn't worked. Pass caught inside by Kraft. From 29, here's second down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Miller. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
A gain of 6. That's good for our Seahawks. First down. First and 10.
From the gun, it's Milrow. He's going to take a shot down the field. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Potentially very big call here. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. Now it's Milrow. Over the middle, Smith and Jigba with the grab. And that'll help a bit. They're still well short of the sticks. A solid pickup on that first down play. Again, it's Milrow. Right side. That's made by McLaurin. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
First down, Seahawks.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
And he is out of bounds down at the 21.
That's another Seahawks first down.
Dump this off to Charbonnet, incomplete. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark them out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
That's another Seahawks first down.
Milrow will look to run it himself, and he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
Loss of 2 brings up second and goal.
Back up to the 3. It's second and goal. Milrow. That one to the end zone, but incomplete. This defense holding tight. Now from the 3-yard line, they'll try to stop third and goal. Walker. The ball comes out. And they would get another chance. They cover it up after very nearly squandering a great scoring opportunity. From the 2, they're going to go for it here. It is 4th and goal. Now, Milrow, this is a designed run. He will do it himself. He's in. Jalen Milrow. Touchdown, Seattle.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback. They get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This returnable from the 4. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. On 1st and 10, Jackson. And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4. It'll bring up second down.
Out of bounds at the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
From the gun, Jackson. That's out left and complete to Burton. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Baltimore first down.
Jackson now to throw on first down. There's a short one caught by Andrews. They face second down and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and
again, it's Jackson.
44-yard line.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? To the air one more time with Jackson. Going up top and looking for Andrews. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line.
Baltimore, first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
His kick is perfect. And the Ravens are back within 2 scores.
Nice job there securing points with that final play. Of course, they would have loved to have come away from that possession with a touchdown, but I think they're going to be happy with 3 going into the break.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Sports as we count down to kickoff of this 2nd half. From the 6, here comes a return, and he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this 3rd quarter. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. And here's Bijan. That's about as exciting a 1-yard run as you're going to see all game. Found a way to dodge that first would-be tackler, but not much after that.
2nd and 9.
2nd down. Jackson. Get about 6 before he's taken down. 3rd and 2. Here we go.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Now, Jackson. This one broken. It's incomplete. Just separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down. On 4th down, the Ravens call on Jordan Stout to punt. And no run back here. Fair catch taken at the 17-yard line. Seahawks head coach Mike McDonald there. His guys head back out for their next possession. So, Greg, this offense comes on the road here in week 2. Look, road games are so hard in the NFL, but it's nice to hit the road coming off a win at home.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, it's amazing how winning creates more winning. It kind of has the ability to kind of build on itself. It's a snowball effect. So when you're winning, you're feeling good, everything works. And all of a sudden, you start losing, and you start questioning everything about your approach. So the key in the NFL is win or lose, you're on to the next game. And it's the team's ability to start fresh every single week, regardless of the previous week's outcome. Those are the teams that find themselves in position of the playoffs down the stretch.
He's going to have the first down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
First down. It's a gain of 10. And the Seahawks.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up
On the ground, it's Walker. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a 1st down.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Once again, it's Walker. And he will go all the way. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seahawks. Taking care of business on the ground. They run it into the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Mike, some of the hardest elements to coach for a running back is vision and patience. And in this case, you saw both of them on display, and he's able to take the long run all the way to the house for 6.
Myers, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks will extend this third quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Ravens offense ready to get back at it. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jackson. A throw. Left side. Caught by Andrews. They'll get him up 4 here as he is taken down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Second down, zone read, and he keeps it. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he gets up past the 35.
6. And the Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On play action, here's Jackson. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and 10.
Here's Jackson. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Jackson. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. It's 3rd down coming up.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Jackson up top again. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it. Crazy. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
To throw is Jackson. Open man, that's Flowers. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
5-yard gain on the play. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
They'll run with Robinson. And he'll get forward for about a yard. James Pierce in on the tackle.
Brought down at the 28-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll go again with Robinson. Finding space at the 15. And he won't quite get to the end zone, but they're going to be set up at the 2-yard line. Give him 27, and it's 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Sometimes all it takes is that one key block to spring this back. He's just so good in open space. And, man, that was a heck of a run, and it sets up 1st and goal.
Mitchell will take this one into the end zone. It's a Raven touchdown.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. Now Jackson and the Ravens will try to tack on 2 more.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it.
The attempt on the 2-point conversion is no good. That
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this two-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Horton. Wow! And he'll be brought down past the 25. A decent field position to start this drive. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. Get that one to Charbonnet, complete. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. So, from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Walker. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6. From the 46, here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
Milroe will look to run it himself. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
10 yards. And the Seahawks first down. It's a gain of 10. And the Seahawks first down.
From the gun, here's the give to Walker. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
It's a loss of 2.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Now they'll throw it with Milroe. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield. Now Milroe facing 3rd and long. That one swung out wide to Walker. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up 4th down. And this will go down as a punt inside the 20 as it continues out of bounds. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. On the give, it's Robinson. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage of the game.
Well, he shows you the elusiveness getting out of one tackle, but not the other. Fortunate, really, to get back to the line of scrimmage on that play. 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. And that's not going to work at all. He'll manage to get back to the line. That is all. It is 4th down.
We got to see a little taste of just the range this defense can play with. How well they can flow outside as this play gets stretched out. No problem for them, not only to track the runner down, but stop him before he gets back to the line.
Ravens sending the punt team out there as he's standing right around his own goal line. Here's Horton. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there.
At their own 45-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Milroe. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Incomplete.
On 2nd down, here's Milroe. And he'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Third down, 3 to go. Out of the guns, it's Milroe. Open is Kraft, he's got it. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
That's good for a Seahawks.
Here's Walker. Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage.
Teddy Buchanan on the tackle. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Dump this off to Charbonnet, complete, and nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7. The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Milroe. That is caught by the tight end, Tucker Kraft. Touchdown, Seattle. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. And another score in another good performance after winning the opener on their way to 2-0.
Mike, you can't be 2-0 without being 1-0, and for them to be able to continue to string early wins together in the first part of the year, this is the start that every team dreams about. This is what you work for all offseason long to start your season and build some early momentum. Gives you a lot of flexibility and wiggle room as the rest of this season plays on.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Ravens offense about ready to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Jackson now. Try to set up the screen to Mitchell. And that one's just too long to get going. They'll come up, stop him before the lineman could get out to lead the way.
2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Jackson now on 2nd down. To the right side, caught by Burton. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. 3rd and a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Play action now. Jackson. A short one into the hands of Troutman. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
That's good for a Baltimore.
To the air one more time with Jackson. And it's into the hands of Fowler. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
15 more yards.
Lamar going to work from the pistol. Short, complete to Likely. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
Again, it's Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
That's another Baltimore first down.
It's a zone read, and Jackson's going to keep it. And some good running there. He'll fall forward for about 7.
The tackle made at the 6-yard
Here's
line.
2nd and 3 to go.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From the gun, Jackson. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
And 3 yards to go.
Off the play fake. Jackson to the goal line and in. Adam Troutman. Touchdown, Ravens. Well, Greg, really down to the point where every possession they need to score, and they get a touchdown here to stay alive.
Mike, I like what I'm seeing out of this team. They find themselves down big late, but there's no quit. They're continuing to fight back, and they got a chance to make this one a 2-possession game here late.
That's pulled in, and they're able to tag off the 2-point conversion.
42. Ravens 27.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense and quarterback Jalen Milroe making their way back out there. From 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Now Milroe to the outside, into the hands of McClure. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Walker. Inside the 30. And he will score. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seahawks. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Meyer, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They'll start out 1st down and 10. The shotgun, here's Jackson. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
On play action, here's Jackson. He's got his tight end likely downfield. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A gain there of 27 yards. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
42-yard line.
On the give, it's Mitchell. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
12 more yards. That's
another run here with Mitchell. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
12 more yards. That's another Baltimore.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. He's to the right side. He's got Andrews. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Lamar. He'll keep it on the zone read.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
He'll run the sneak. And he will have the Ravens 1st down. Maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and 2.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here's a run. He slams it in there, and he is in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
On the zone read, he'll keep it himself. And he's not going to get in. The decision to go for 2 doesn't pay off. Unable to cut any further into the deficit. So down 2 scores, they're going to roll the dice here with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
The Seahawks offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early. Boy, did that pay great dividends to this point. They'll run right. Here's one. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Downfield, he's got Horton. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
That's good.
6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down.
At the 18-yard line.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. We don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
From the shotgun, it's Miller. He'll get this complete to Walker. The defense uses its second timeout here, and don't forget, clock to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. Milrow. And he can't get away. Down he goes, back to the 16. The Pro Bowler the last 2 years, Nnamdi Madubuike. He gets into drop him for his first sack of the young season.
This offensive line has to do a better job, Mike, of communicating the protection pre-snap, especially on these key third downs. The blitz overwhelms them from the jump, and now they're picking their quarterback off the ground.
A 33-yard attempt.
On fourth down, the veteran Jason Myers for the Seattle field goal. This from extra point range, a 33-yard field goal attempt. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense getting set to get back to work. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Mitchell. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Baltimore first down.
Jackson now to throw on first down.
Jackson's pass.
Here's 2nd and 2.
To Zay Flowers. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 43-yard line.
Throwing Jackson. Going for it all. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
Up 3rd down and 2.
Jackson looking to throw. He gets this complete to Burden. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
That's good for a Baltimore.
Jackson up top again. He'll get this out wide to Mitchell. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Baltimore, first down.
Now it's Jackson. This one completes to Bateman.
Just take what the defense is giving you. And you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, pitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
Third and short, Jackson. Coming open, that's the tight end likely. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
That's another Baltimore.
Now Jackson. Open man is Bateman. He's got him. They'll come up now for second down and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
To the air one more time with Jackson.
At the 16-yard line.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Important one here. Want to keep this drive moving. Got to pick up third and 4. Now Jackson. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down. Here's Jackson. It's complete. And this is going to work out. They get the first down. It was 4th and 4, a little risk, but it pays off. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. So it's a win here for the visiting Seahawks. They get the victory here, away from home, to run their early season record to 2-0. So, that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. From Baltimore, we wish you a terrific night.
with the Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins #1.
We're across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here. As it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the New York Giants. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. His guys coming off a road victory in the opener, looking to make it 2 straight to start the year. Charles Davis, Brandon Garden just about set for a start. We are underway now from MetLife Stadium. Oh, he shifts past him. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a first down pickup of 8. Off play action, Richardson. On the right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. From the 41, here's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now Richardson back to throw it. And that is incomplete. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And leading them out is their 5th-year quarterback.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want. This guy, he is hard to corral.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Right back to Tracy. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
3rd down.
Play action. Stroud now. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And the Giants, 1st down.
Stroud off the play fake. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Stroud. Throws to his man on the outround. It's complete. That's Robinson. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
A gain of 14 yards. Brings up
Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Giants get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive, he burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So Miami coming out for their second drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Here's Achane to start the drive. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 25. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard. Stroud keeps it. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Tracy going to get it on first down. And able to work his way down to the 16. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the Dolphins' 16-yard line.
They'll go again with Tracy. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball.
And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. C.J. Stroud, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Giants are off to a 13-0 first-quarter lead. Well, this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Here, he's past the 30. Miami's offense set and ready to go. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Working to put a drive together. Hand off to Achane to begin the drive. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
And the Dolphins, first down. 1st and 10.
Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
It's now 2nd and
You see the numbers on the ground a week ago for Achane. 21 carries, 98 yards, and a score. Here's a toss left for Achane.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. Bobby Okereke making that tackle. This defense for the Giants, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Richardson working from the gun. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
A very good move, but for a short gain out near the 32. From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd down and 9. Stroud sets up the play action. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big play for the Giants on 3rd down. 49 yards.
Boy, they've definitely come out of the gate smoking here in the first quarter. Whatever they've tried to run has worked. And there's another example right there. Game plan is one thing, but how about his accuracy? It's been exceptional.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Throwing now is Stroud. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He'll get that to his tight end, Theo Johnson. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
And less than a yard.
Stroud now on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Looking to put a drive together. The drive starts with a run from Achane. And he's brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter. As they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Richardson to throw off play action. Short throw caught by Pitts. It'll be a gain of 5. And now it's 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd.
Here's Richardson to throw. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop it behind the line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Stroud looking to throw. That's complete to Robinson. This offense so far on 3rd down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. And Stroud now to throw. Now he'll take this and run. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. C.J. Stroud, 14 yards. And the Giants take a 3-touchdown lead. Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove, they're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Gets past one man. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Miami set to take over. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now Richardson. Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 48-yard line.
Richardson completes a quick one out wide. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 25-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
25-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up the first down.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Halted in his tracks by Keanu Benton.
Early down stuffs to put this offense in a precarious position. We know the securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And once again, he'll get possibly back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
No gain on the play.
Richardson looking to throw this. Dances by him. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big third down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big fourth down call.
Sanders' kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So they do come up with their first points of the game, but Charles, the question is going to shift to their defense.
Yeah, the way things have gone, 3 points could become insignificant fast if this grows to 28-3 or 35-3. They need this defense to come up with a stop, and they need to do it now.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Giants offense and C.J. Stroud getting ready for this next drive. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. They'll start with a run by Tracy. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. From the 25, here's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard.
Stroud to throw it. It's complete to Robinson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd.
Here's Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
That one finds Hyatt. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
At the 34-yard line.
The throwing again is Stroud. Now they go screen. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
That's another Giants first
Back to throw again. He connects with Hyatt. Now 2nd and 3.
Jalen Hyatt. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Looking Hyatt's way once again.
Jalen Hyatt. A gain of 4 yards. And the Giants.
Tracy trying the right side. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Man, and he hits him in stride. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
On the pickup. It's now 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal, Stroud. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Sly able to put this one through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. Richardson on the bootleg here. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll run for it with Achane. He will have the first down he's brought down up near midfield.
It's a gain of 8. And the Dolphins first down.
Now Richardson back to throw it. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. Oh, and now some space to operate. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kyle Pitts, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to cut into that deficit. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And New York set to take the field. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added onto their lead, but that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true. Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Brings up third down.
Stroud will look to throw once more. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 30. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a second and 3. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now Stroud. He has Hyatt over the middle. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This from 32 yards away. Sly able to put this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Now couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Week 1 was full of surprises, full of intrigue, and a lot of firsts for the young players. What will Week 2 bring? Let's dive in. Our trip around the league starts now. It begins up in Baltimore. The Ravens at home to take on the Seattle Seahawks. And this is Jalen Milroe. He was just carving up this defense. He threw for more than 400 yards and had 3 touchdown passes, including this one here. The Seahawks are out to a 2-0 start. They roll in this one. From there, we go to SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Let's check in on the Chargers as they host the Tennessee Titans. And this is the Titans running back. Footwork, agility, speed, power, a brilliant run for the touchdown. Got one more to show you. Let's go to Denver. It's the Broncos taking on the Raiders. Oh, and it's Ashton Genty. A scintillating run for the touchdown. The Raiders get it done within the division as they come away with the victory. With that, a look at the rest of the scores from a jam-packed Week 2 of the new NFL season. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense set to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more.
And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. They'll hand it to Tracy. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Stroud working out of the gun. Hyatt there to grab it. And the Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. On the give, it's Tracy. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
On the bootleg, Stroud. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And this brings up a 3rd and goal. Stroud out of the gun here. Over the middle, he completes it to Robinson. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
On for the field goal. A 22-yard attempt.
Sly able to put this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Looking to put a drive together. Here's Richardson to throw. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Dolphins, first down. A gain of 14. First down.
Richardson. Throwing right, and that's complete. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 50-yard line.
Richardson to throw off play action. Short throw caught by Pitts. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1 and 1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Up the middle, Achane. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And the tackle there by Micah McFadden. Now it's 2nd and 10.
The 44-yard line.
Richardson out of the shotgun. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 28. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
16 yards. First down, Dolphins.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. To about the 26 here.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
It's now 3rd and 9.
Richardson looking to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
First and goal, Miami.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw. A nice.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Devon Achane, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So a very important first drive of the 3rd quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The New York set to take the field. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterbury. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Throwing now is Stroud. And this one is incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And Stroud now to throw. Pass complete there to Nakua. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the 1st as the tackle is made at the 33. Here's Jamie Gillen now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Dolphin football. Miami's offense set and ready to go. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play the same tempo, the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Richardson over the middle and complete to Waddle. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never asked for help.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 72 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Second and 1.
Now it's Richardson. Now he's going to step up and run. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Good play and a well-timed run from Richardson to pick up the first.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On the toss, here's Achane. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Richardson looking to throw this. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run. Achane. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Giants offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. He connects with Hyatt. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First down.
Stroud sets up the play action. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Tracy. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Stroud to throw it. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
The Dolphins take
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Short throw caught by Pitts. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A give left side. Here's Achane. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit hot. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it'll be 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they're running with their fullback. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
4 yards. And the Dolphins, 1st down.
Off play action, Richardson. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
And Richardson back to throw it. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 27-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami 1st.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
A gain of 15.
They'll give this to Achane. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw. Richardson. This will be caught at about the 5.
Richardson's pass.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Richardson on the bootleg here. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter, out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And the Giants ready to come out now. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. Tracy going to get it on 1st down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
And the Giants, 1st down.
They They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Jordan Brooks on the tackle. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Stroud. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnson. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 44-yard line.
First down.
On the ground, here comes Tracy. Ooh, the juke. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
On the stop. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll go again with Tracy. Yeah, he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Defense held out for the run. Worked out well. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line.
That's another Giants.
Stroud. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Jalen Phillips picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Stroud. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and long.
Stroud looking to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
53-yard attempt.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And that'll keep this a 1-point game. So an 8-play drive gets him down there, but play number 9, that winds up a missed field goal.
And they definitely moved the ball well. That's a drive where you hate to come away with nothing.
The Dolphins offense and Anthony Richardson ready for this next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Back to throw. Richardson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On the handoff, it's Achane. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So from the 37, here's a 2nd down and 4. Achane here, they stay on the ground. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 and the 34. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Breaks the tackle, now Allen. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants 16.
And the Dolphins, first down.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. 2nd and 11. Achane gets it from the gun. He will push his way down to about the 14.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory.
Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are looking at 2-0 right now. And his kick is indeed good, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to get this all the way inside the Miami 15. That was a long shot, but they did get one final chance to try to score and overcome this small deficit. No touchdown, though, Charles. And that brings this one to a close.
Yeah, I think Hope was wearing one jersey and Worry was wearing another on the other sideline as that final snap played out. Now, we've seen some incredible plays to win games before, but in this case, I think the distance was just a little bit too great for it to happen here.
So for Miami, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.